For 3 days now, I've been hearing someone breathing and laughing outside my bedroom door after the front gates have been locked. I live alone. The first day it happened, I thought I had gone mad. A heavy gasp rang out through the night before high-pitched laughter followed. I didn't sleep at all that night. The next day, the same thing happened. On the third day, I made my first fatal error. I left the door unlocked. When I closed my eyes, I heard something walking through my bedroom door, its footsteps changing as it stepped from the marble floor of the hall to the wood of my bedroom. Step after step, it got closer and closer, until at last, I felt a tall figure standing beside me and heard it again. That gasp and that laughter. Only this time, it whispered something after laughing. "Thank you." This was too much for me. I opened my eyes, intending to run away immediately, only to immediately regret my decision. A tall, shadowy figure was standing over me, bent at a right angle over my bed. Its face, the part that wasn't concealed in shadow, was pale and white, a ghastly grin stretching its thin lips far beyond any human capabilities. Its eyes, however, were the most horrifying part. They were beady and black, and they were fixed onto my eyes. Its grin widened, if that was possible, and I immediately leapt from the bed and raced out into the hall, slamming the door shut behind me. I gingerly opened the door and looked back into the room. The man looked like he was frozen in place, a wide grin stretching his face unnaturally. The darkness swirled around him, splitting open slightly in places. I nearly vomited at the sight. Glistening muscle and bone stared back at me from the places not covered in shadow. Blood poured from the shadowless holes, and the figure suddenly crouched before letting out a howl of clear agony. Again and again it howled, as the darkness was stripped off him, as the shadows concealing him faded, revealing his ghastly form. He looked like an emaciated human man, but a closer look revealed the truth. His skin was gone, muscle and bone glistened in the pale moonlight as rivulets of blood flowed from cut veins and arteries. But he was still smiling, slowly, so slowly. He stood up, and he howled, like an animal in pain, calling for help. Again and again, it let out growls and screams and howls into the night, breaking the eerie nighttime silence, until at last it sank to its knees, closed its beady, black eyes, as a layer of paint-like white film slid over it, and collapsed. It didn't move again. I locked the door and turned around, deciding to go to a police station or something before freezing in fear. The laughter was still there. I raced back to the door before remembering what had happened to the shadowy man. I checked the door leading to the kitchen. There was laughter behind it. The door leading to the dining room. More laughter. The door to the bathroom, the basement, the attic, all resounding with laughter. Finally, I checked the door leading outside. There was laughter behind it. It's almost dawn now, but the laughter hasn't stopped. The men are still laughing, and in the deep stillness of midnight, their laughter has worked its way into my own mind. Like a snake's venom, seeing the man infected me. It's inside me now. The laughter is sounding inside my head. Already my limbs are stretching, my face is becoming paper white, and I'm smiling a lot more. The men are still laughing. They're laughing to a joke no one else gets. But I get it now. It's hilarious. I don't feel sad about my transformation. I love it. It's hilarious. It's so damn funny that I just can't stop laughing. Posting this will likely become the last thing I do. Regardless, I have to do it to spread the infection, to spread the disease. Because you see, if you've seen this post, lock your doors tonight. The laughing men are coming.